not having any more children. As somebody who is divorced, I don't actually believe in divorce, because I was planning to get married at 19. Wild. My very first job was KFC. If chicken dropped on the floor, I would have ate it. Trust me. By the time I hit my 40s, baby, I don't want to hear anything. That's when I'll be pursuing the things that I will be pursuing and I'll be pursuing. Okay? I think we might be here. Maybe we can actually start this thing. If you know how hard it was for me to set this whole thing up, it's been absolute chaos. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim, and if you're new here, this channel is all about Christian womanhood and single motherhood and everything that goes along with it. Today I thought it was only right that I actually did a little bit of like a chatty get to know me, get ready with me video. I put out not quite a few, but like a number of videos just to start with, just to see if I really enjoyed YouTube and if I wanted to take it quite seriously. I'm kind of transitioning from Instagram. It's not my favorite platform, and trying to revive our TikTok channel. So I figured I'd just try YouTube at the same time. So yeah, with that in mind, dropped. It's been chaos trying to set this up because I don't have a proper tripod at the moment. So yeah, half of my stuff is on the floor. Absolute chaos. But yeah, anyway, I'm getting ready to go to my cousin's wedding renewal, wedding renewal. And so, yeah, I thought while I'm getting dressed, let's have a chat. Also, over the past couple of weeks, months, I've been trying to do something like this. I think I did it in another video, but a bit more in depth. And the kids have been around, and so it has been chaos to try to film and talk and then help them get ready and stuff, because, yeah, it's been a bit chaotic over the past couple of weeks. And so now the kids are back to school. There's a bit of time for me to kind of just like sit down and relax. Also, I thought that I'd missed this wedding. That sounds really, really bad. If any of my family are watching, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I thought that I'd missed this wedding. And so was a bit, yeah, so I thought it was yesterday, but it was today. And I checked my calendar today and I realised that I hadn't actually missed it. I called my mum and I was like, is it right? And she was like, yes, it's today. So I got so excited. I love, at the moment, getting dressed up. I love getting ready. I love getting myself together. I love putting on my makeup. I wouldn't say I'm a makeup girl, so I don't know if that's what this channel necessarily holds at the moment, is like makeup tutorials. I'm not sure. However, I love the whole process of it. I also love experimenting or trying makeup and trying techniques that I've watched all the real big makeup gurus try online, and seeing if it works for me. And if it does, then it gets me so excited. I also love dressing up. So when I heard that the wedding, where is my eyebrow pencil? When I heard that the wedding was still on, I was ecstatic. So yeah, let's just get dressed. No man, everything's on the floor. I went downstairs, it was under my chair. So basic information about me. My name is Kimberly Stewart. Possibly some places around online you may find me as Kimberly Wedderburn, which was my married name. I still use it occasionally. Sometimes I find it's easier with the kids. Whew, girl. Out of breath. Yeah, I still use it occasionally for certain things. Yeah, it's a little bit easier at times with the kids. I don't know why I'm doing my makeup wrong. I'm flustered. Also, another nail fell off. We'll get to nails soon. So yeah, I'm 34, turned 34 this year in June, and I am a single mum to 2 girls. Now, single mum, the term is, I know a lot of people don't always like it because a lot of people are still their children's father, or other parent is still in their life. And that's true for me and my girls too. Their dad, sorry if I'm looking down, it's my it's the mirror. My girl's dad is still in the picture, and so yeah, they do spend some time with him and his family. I get on quite well with his family still. When we got married in 2013, our family's really connected. So my parents are still like really good friends with my in-laws. I still call them my in-laws, to be honest. So like last year, October, not this time, but yeah, this last year October, we even went to Jamaica. Me, my sister and the girls went to spend some time with them in Jamaica, and so yeah, we get on quite well as 2 different families. My parents call them all the time, they call my parents all the time, and so yeah, it's quite nice, to be honest. I'm pleased for my girls that they have that, because I know that there's some children that when their parents go through a divorce or like levels of separation, they don't still get a lot of access to not only the other parent, but to the rest of the family as well. And so yeah, I think it was important for me to not have that stigma or behave as a classic baby mother, even though I hate that term, but what can I say? Yeah, I didn't want that to be impacted or the children to be affected by that. So I've done my best really to make sure that that relationship is maintained. I try my best to get on with, his sisters and get on well with his other children. He's got an older daughter who get on really well with, and stuff like that. And so it's really important for me for that sort of like family dynamic for the girls. Yeah, I got married in 2013. I was 22 at the time, and pregnant. Didn't get married because I was pregnant. Found out I was pregnant during the planning, and then had my daughter Saraya in the October she was due September but came 2 weeks late. Then we had Sian in July of 2015. And then we separated we were separated pretty much at that time. I found out I was pregnant with Sienna upon our separation. Then we kind of got back together, tried our best, didn't work out. So then we separated at that point, sort of 2017. And then divorce was finalized 2019, and been me and the girls ever since. Born and raised in Nottingham, UK, the home of Robin Hood and Sherwood Forest. I don't usually do this step too much, to be honest. Only ever really lived in Nottingham. Eyebrows is looking crazy, bro. But yeah, I've spent time in spent time in other places. Spent like a stint in Spain, like 8 weeks. No, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, born and raised in Nottingham. Love it here, but wouldn't mind living somewhere else. And when I mean somewhere else, it wouldn't necessarily be anywhere else in the UK. Wouldn't mind living outside of the UK and like another country possibly. So yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, I'm one of 4 siblings. I'm the eldest daughter. Tears for me. 3 girls, 1 boy. After me are my twin sisters, so they're twins, and then youngest brother, he is 26, they're 28, I'm 34, so 6 and 8 year gap. Born and raised in the church. My parents are pastors, my grandparents are pastors, my aunties are pastors. One is a bishop, one of my aunties is a bishop. So like church leadership is deep rooted within the legacy. I actually operate as probably like a junior pastor within our church. So when I go there, people call me Pastor Kim, which is still taking me a bit of time to sort of like, I think, wrap my head around, to be honest. Because I'm used to just being like Kim, Minister Kim. I lead worship. I speak, like preach, teach kind of thing occasionally, but not all the time. So it's been a sort of like adjustment, I'd probably say, getting used to like pastoralship. And yeah, I think that's what actually prompted this journey of me coming back onto YouTube. It's just really the thought of going into leadership. I love my mom, I love my family, but growing up as a pastor's kid, because my mom is the senior leader at our church, has been hard. You know, it's been testing. It's been one of the greatest trials of my life, if I'm being completely honest. And me now potentially being on the cusp of that, bringing my children into that, I think it just sent me into, I think I saw online a term called a life quake. I don't know if that's correct. I'll put whatever is correct on the screen. But I just feel like it sent me into a spiral, if I'm being completely honest. Because I don't think I know I'm called to leadership. I'm very business minded, entrepreneurial. I run my own business, that kind of thing. So I know I'm called into leadership, but I don't think I necessarily saw myself as like possibly a senior pastor, completely running a church at some point. And now sort of that being the conversation spiraled, it just got to me, okay? And so I think what it made me realize is that I, as a single parent, have been present literally in my home, but not really literally in our lives, if that makes sense. There's an expectation of me. It's higher because there's nobody else really to depend on. Like I said, as much as I am my children's father is in our life, there's a gap, there's a hole, there's a void. And I think for the last 11 years, my oldest daughter is 11 now, I've been trying to fill that gap myself, and I've realized that I just cannot. So I really wanted to kind of get back to a few things and repair a few things, I think, before going much further into business, life, ministry. And that was the home. And so yesterday I was on a prayer, like a midday prayer thing, like Instagram live on Instagram. And this woman, she was praying and she used the word assignment, and as she said it, it like hit me in my chest, because I think I've been trying to figure out the correct way to describe or rationalize the things that I'm doing right now, because to a lot of people it seems quite strange, but I feel like for the moment my assignment really is my family and our family life. I don't think I've really been given the opportunity to steward and manage like my home as a homemaker well, because I've been doing all the other stuff too. And so this is what I really want to do. And so whilst I'm doing it, I'm also softening. I've been really hard. I've had to be strong. I've had, and I know that we don't like to use the word and term like soft life and stuff, but my life has made me quite hard. It's made me, I've had to put up with things that probably other people wouldn't. Have been quiet in scenarios when I probably wouldn't have been quiet. And I know that's going to be quite shocking to people that know me, because I'm quite a loud personality. But this time is for me and my family, and that's what I really want to pursue and become, the softer homemaker, mom, nurturing woman that I know that I was created to be. So that's what we're doing over here. What else? I love the colour pink. It's my favourite colour, but my entire house is in black and gold and white. I've had the same colour scheme, black, gold and white, from I was 18. I think I had my 18th birthday party and that was the colour scheme. And to this day I absolutely love it. Like all my furniture I really love. At one point I'll show you my room and stuff, because I really want to show you like decor and whatever. But absolutely love black, gold. Got all my black and gold pots and pans, black and gold kettle, black and gold microwave, gold cutlery, absolutely everything. Love it all. That's my vibe. I'm definitely more of a dark interior girl, which I'm hoping will be okay for YouTube, because I know a lot of people are more bright and airy, and I have a small house with quite dark interior. So like I've got a black bed, I've got my dark wood packs, IKEA wardrobes, like that's my thing. I've got a black sofa, like a lot of dark interior. I think my living room curtains are like what would you call it, black as well. And I, to this day, I still love it. So even at the minute, like on the hunt for a bigger house, I love a black kitchen. I love it. So I just got excited. I love it down. I love black interior. So I love crystal doors. I love all of the things. I would even have black inner doors as well. Chef's kiss, with a white wall. But then I also don't mind moody walls. I'm not opposed to dark ceilings. I think I'm quite a moody and gloomy kind of interior gal, which I don't think I ever thought I was, until doing a bit more like research and inspo online and realizing actually, whoa, I'm a bit of a moody girl. A moody interior, I love it. So I think that's going to be quite fun to really show that switch of side, because I know a lot of people are quite into the soft aesthetics, and so sometimes it's been difficult to find things online that I really love, because not many people are doing that. A lot of people are doing the looks sort of like creams and golds, but not really with a lot of black in there too. And that's what I kind of want to be bringing as well. What have I done for like jobs? My very first job was KFC. I worked at KFC at 17. So I dropped out of college, so not American college as in university, but the 2 years between us finishing secondary school to starting like what we'd call university. It's called college for us over here. I dropped out of my business administration course, which I actually regret, because now I realise from even at that age, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what I loved and what I was good at, and business admin is one of my skills. But yeah, I dropped out because I struggled at the time with classroom learning. So one of the reasons why I think I'm divergent. But anyway, so I dropped out and I struggled to get an apprenticeship. Apprenticeships were really new back then, shows my age. And my mum, oh my gosh, she's classic for this. She's one of those mums that just bust in your bedroom and leave the door open after she leaves. She's literally like the Tasmanian angel. And she just is literally like a whirlwind. She just would come into my room and be like, Kimberly, you need to get up. You need to get something. You need to be doing something with yourself. You need to be doing something with your life. And I remember one of my friends at the time, she had a job at KFC. Her name's Kim too. And I was like, oh my gosh, can you get me a job at KFC? Because my mum's, yeah, she's going off over here. And so I worked at KFC for 2 years and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. I had the best manager. She was a Jamaican woman. And let me tell you something, she didn't play. Yeah, she did not play about that restaurant. When I worked there 2008, sorry. We were restaurant of the year. Because let me tell you something, the way she made us clean up that restaurant, girl, please. The way she made us clean that restaurant, if chicken dropped on the floor, I would have ate it. Trust me, because the way the floors was clean, she didn't play. Jamaican people would say she didn't ramp. She weren't ramping in that place, and she was such a fantastic manager. She was hard, but she was a good manager in terms of running a kitchen. If the chicken weren't cleaned properly, and you know, black people, Jamaican people, we love to clean our food properly. If the chicken wasn't cleaned, she'd chuck a whole tray of chicken in the bin and expected the cooks to clean it well. So yeah, she was regimental, but she was brilliant. So I did 2 years there. And it was so funny. Every time that I would like take 2 weeks off or holiday, I'd always lose weight because obviously you'd eat all the chicken. My parents loved it because I used to bring chicken home every day after my shift, especially like an evening shift or a night shift or something like that. I'd always bring like leftover chicken home and corn and wings. Oh God, to this day I still love KFC. So yeah, that was my first job, and then I left there 2009 and I worked for a prominent bank within the UK. I won't say their names. I just said KFC, but never mind. I worked for NatWest and RBS Group for 5 years, and oh my gosh, what the hell? And that was a great time as well. What was really funny about that is that I just kind of left KFC. I never actually told them I was coming back, and so one day I just kind of got like my P60 in the mail, which I was glad for. And then yeah, I've seen that manager from KFC a few times and there's been like no qualms, so God's good. But yeah, so then I moved over to NatWest RBS Group, started in collections, worked through a few different departments, credit review, did a bit of training, had the opportunity to go to different sites and stuff. So yeah, I actually got the NatWest job because I was planning to get married at 19. Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff. Yeah, but I did. I was in a relationship. Being a pastor's kid, growing up in church, the assumption is you need to get married early. What's the quote? It's better to marry than to burn. And let me tell you, people, whilst it may be true, and for some people, we must seek to get ourselves and our bodies under subjection, because getting married in that state doesn't help. But that's another conversation for another time. But anyway, that's how I ended up in that job. And yeah, stayed there for 5 years. I actually only left because I was made redundant. They closed our site in Nottingham, and yeah, or I think I probably would have stayed there a little bit longer and probably progressed a bit more into different areas, really. But yeah, it was good there. It was the most money I'd ever earned at that time. I was like 19, 20, 21 on, God, 21, 22, 23,000 pounds. And in 2008, as a 19-year-old girl, that was money. Okay, that was money. And so then I moved out at 21. So what's that, 2011. I moved out of my parents' house. I'm quite, I don't know, strong personality, so me and my mum were clashing a lot at the time, and so I thought it was right. But I found a fantastic apartment, basically like in the city centre. What's funny is it's not far from where I live right now, and I lived there and I loved it. But then I started dealing with depression. I think I've always had levels of depression growing up, so it really kind of catapulted from living alone, really. I think it was at its worst, and even my parents, like my mum, took me to the GP because, like, as a pastor, she'd gone as far as she could go, you know, as a mother. And so I never went on any medication, not that I condone it or anything, that I have any problems with it, but I'm definitely a talker, as you can tell. And so, yeah. And then what actually happened from there is 2012, I met my ex-husband in November 2012, and then March 2013 we got married. Wild stuff, guys. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Don't be following all of this getting married because you can't keep yourself together, okay? Don't do it. It doesn't provide the right foundation for what you're really truly trying to build. And with that in mind, as somebody who is divorced, I don't actually believe in divorce. And I know that's going to sound so hypocritical and contradictory, but it genuinely is the truth. Like, it's not something that I technically believe in or think is a, sorry, let's see if I look crazy, I think is a, you know, like a good option. However, I recognize that there are times when divorce is imperative. And also I will say, you know, you cannot force the other person to want to be with you. If they divorce you and they don't want to be with you, that's up to you. You know, that's up to them, sorry. And there's nothing you can do about that. You also cannot force your spouse to receive the same revelation that you also have gotten concerning certain things. And so you might find that you're actually unequally yoked because spiritually you're not necessarily on the right track about a lot of things. And I think those were the things that I found myself in as well. My ex-husband was the one who actually initiated the divorce. And so, you know, when you realise actually and you look at the circumstance, it was the right thing at the time. But again, it's not something that I seek to promote because divorce is a painful, oh my gosh, it is a painful experience. And so I really try to encourage people to do a lot of premarital counselling, to really get on a spiritual development journey with the Lord, to understand your purpose and your destiny and all of these kind of things, because you've got to be with somebody who you can evolve with. Ooh, child, what a word, hallelujah. You've got to be with somebody you can evolve with, because when I got married, I was running away from leadership and ministry. I don't think I necessarily even saw myself like having my own business or anything like that. And then I found that that's exactly a similar thing that I ran into. You know, you'll marry who you're mirroring. And when I got married, I came into the revelation of where I was really heading, and it wasn't something that was applauded or congratulated or was understood as my divine destiny, you know, and why I was created. And so yeah, I thank God for the exit. Don't even start crying, Kim. But I thank God for the exit. It was you know, a divine exit. Praise the Lord. I really thank God for it. But it was one of the hardest things I think I've really experienced in my life. It's been hard on the children. It's been hard. It's just been a hard overall experience. You have to come to terms with and get to grips with the fact that you have lost the idea of what it is, the life that you wanted. And so even now the children struggle with it, especially Sienna, and rightly so. As children, we are born with an innate knowledge of our entitlements and our rights, and you know, my girls are entitled to 2 loving parents within the same home. They deserve that. That's their right. And they don't have that, and it's a struggle every day. And again, I think it's one of the reasons why I think that I've wanted to sort of like give my time to being back in the home, because there are a lot of traumas that I have inflicted, you know, on the children, in terms of trying to be absolutely everything to them when that's not what I was called to do. And so, you know, things get missed and space is created, and it becomes this vat where the home is just being sucked, like in the middle of the home. All of this chaos is just ensuing, and I needed to fix that, and I needed to be present to be able to do that. I needed to be able to focus into doing that, and that's really what I'm trying to pursue now. I'm just really praying and asking the Lord for the finances to be able to continue doing everything that I really believe he has for us as a family. But yeah, no, I love my girls. Being a mom is one of the wildest rides of my life as well. Like being divorced, being a mom, bro, like motherhood is not easy. I don't think that I really saw much of a motherhood example. Now, this isn't to say that, you know, my mum wasn't a fantastic mum, but I know that there was a level of nurturing that I think I really wanted, and I didn't necessarily receive or see, even with the women around me. And so becoming a mother now, it's been a wild ride, because it's like I'm not very affectionate. You know, I love eating, but do I love cooking? I don't know. I love a clean home, but do I love like the homemaking experience or side of it needed work on. And so I learned a lot of tricks and tips and stuff for hosting events and having people over and that kind of thing. But when it comes to like relating to your children and you know, the emotional intelligence side of it was something that I would say it was probably lacking, or I'm also got from my dad, really. And that's something that's also been quite sad about all of this, is that was part of the relationship that I have with my dad, should I say, that I'm disappointed that my girls wouldn't have, but they have with me. So yeah, it's been a wild ride being a mum. We're approaching new experiences. So my oldest daughter is getting ready to go to secondary school next year, which is, I think, the equivalent to like middle school in America. And I am hysterical. I'm hysterical inside, y'all. I'm not joking. I just, we're going through puberty. It is just, it's a lot of things, guys. It really is. It's a lot of things that I don't think I was ready for. Obviously, Soraya is my oldest, so, she is the one who I learn a lot of things from, and my first for a lot of things. So it's been like visiting secondary schools, teaching her how to ride the bus on her own. Oh my gosh, it's been, yeah, we're going into some new stuff, talking to her about periods. It's a lot. And then, to be honest, the good thing about it is within the school system, they're only a year apart. So, yeah, Sienna will follow behind her in school the following year. So this is why I've also made a decision, which a lot of people have been like, what? But I'm not having any more children. I need to get a new one of these. Yeah, I'm not having any more children at all. And people are like, oh, you're 35, you're 34, you're not even remarried. What if you met somebody who wants to have children? That's not who I'm looking for. I don't know why that's so hard for people to grasp, that the person that I would be looking for, would be entertaining, wouldn't be somebody who wants children. That's a question you ask from somebody reaches out to you on a dating site, DMs you, whatever. Do you want kids? Because I don't. I'm not going to spend my time talking to somebody who wants children. Do you know what I mean? I will say I never say never. So if the Lord revealed to me in a dream or did the writing on the wall, then fine, I'll follow the will of the Lord. But at this moment in time, I'm not planning nor aiming to have any more children. I don't want to do the school run. You start listing out your reasons and they just don't sound good enough. But I don't want to do the school run anymore. I'm not interested, which is one of the reasons I think I'm pleased that Soraya can start taking the bus on her own. Yeah, I don't want to do the school run anymore. Also, I've been a mother since I was 22. I was pregnant at 22. My 20s was spent taking care of children. The 20s that are supposed to be the time where you go out with your friends, or you go on holidays, or you pursue your career or whatever it is. I didn't do that. I had 2 kids by 25 and was married, and my life was going up in flames for my whole 20s. And so I recognise now that by the time I get to the end of my 30s, in 6 more years, my oldest daughter, in 6 years, she'll be 17, almost 18, getting ready to go to uni, and Sienna will be following behind. By the time I hit 40, girl, please, let me tell you something. By the time I hit my 40s, baby, I don't want to hear anything. That's when I'll be pursuing the things that I will be pursuing, and I'll be pursuing. Okay, I'm going to be pursuing. That's what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, and that's why now my goal is I have some time to make up for, and I'm going to give my children the initial 5-6 years that you're supposed to spend with your kids when they're 0 to 5 or 6. I didn't do that because I was working, trying to make money, trying to survive. I didn't get the opportunity to do that. And so now I'm going to do that in what is some of the most foundational and informative adolescent years. I'm going to give that to my kids now. I felt that for myself. That felt like, you know what the hell you doing, Kim? That's what that felt like. And so yeah, so by the time that they reach 18 and they are going into a level of independence, they're probably, you know, moving into student accommodation and that kind of thing. We will enter into a new phase of our relationship as mother and daughters. And yeah, that's where I'm at. And so at that, in my 40s is when I'll be pursuing me and the Lord and whoever my husband will be at that time, in Jesus' name. That's the time when I'll probably be able to give a lot more to ministry, pursue other business endeavors, and not that having children now, I can't do all of those things. I am in a unique position, and it's not completely unique because there are loads of single mothers around the world. However, the emotional and mental well-being within our home is a priority. And so with that in mind, my situation is unique in the sense that I have to pay close attention to that to ensure the outcomes that are deserved for my children, that they get the outcomes that they want and that I want for them too, you know. And so that can't be done if I'm trying to pursue 100 million things. And so I think at the time in my 20s, I wanted to have it all, you know, not realizing that having children is the ultimate sacrifice. You sacrifice yourself, you put yourself to the side, and you have to do it willingly. You have to do it willingly. And I didn't do it willingly. You know, I did it whilst grieving. Jesus. I did it whilst grieving. Whilst raising my children for the first 11 years, I grieved my life. I grieved the loss of my marriage. I grieved the loss of my mind to a degree. I grieved the loss of my will, because when you have children, you have to surrender your will in order to manage your children effectively, because they need you. I not only surrendered my will, I surrendered sleep. I had 7 years of sleep deprivation, and to be honest, my daughter still comes into my room, and that came with catastrophic effects to my health. I have trigeminal neuralgia on the left side of my face, and my body at the moment is completely overrun with inflammation, and I think that's the new thing with this cough that I've been having. They're trying to say it's asthma, which is inflammation within the bronchioles, within the lungs. It's just a lot going on. And so, yeah, I've sacrificed a lot, and I don't regret it. What I wish I had done is acknowledged, or had the knowledge that I have now, in terms of mindset concerning it. I would have done it with more joy, you know. And so now I'm going into it all with so much joy, so much excitement, so much love for my children, for being a mother, for being a homemaker. In those days, it was almost frowned upon if you said you wanted to stay home and raise your kids. It's like, well, you don't have the choice, which is a phrase I've heard before. Like, I don't have the choice. I don't have the option not to work. I don't have the... No. I'm trusting in the Lord. The Lord is my husband. The Lord is my provider. The Lord is my protector. And that's another thing as well. I think I've got to start giving some of these things over to God. I've been carrying too much, and I don't want to carry it anymore. And so, yeah, no more kids for me. 2. And that is it. Unless the Lord says otherwise. But yeah, what are my hobbies? What do I love to do? I love to do jigsaws. What a downer. But I do. I love to do jigsaws. I love to do them especially on my phone. Those are the types of games I play on my phone. I also love to eat. My favourite food at the moment has got to be anything Japanese. I do love Wagamama, and I know people are going to be like, it's not authentic Japanese food, but it's great. Do also love a lot of sushi. and other places. So I need to be on the hunt for some more like Japanese restaurants within Nottingham. Also went to a Vietnamese restaurant the other day. Absolutely loved it down. It was so good. So I think I'm definitely an Asian food girly. I don't think I'm a proper Jamaican girl food. I do love Jamaican food, but I'm not a proper Jamaican person, I can't lie. I am Jamaican, but you know what I mean. Don't like rice and peas. Don't like hard food, so that's boiled dumpling. Don't really like fried dumplings, to be honest. Prefer festival. Gosh, what else don't I like? Don't like porridge, cornmeal, oats, hominy corn, banana, none of them. Don't like green banana. Don't like breadfruit. There's a lot of food, Jamaican food, that I don't like. Don't like chicken foot, cow's foot, pig's trotter. Don't like red pea soup. I'm sure you get it now. But yeah, I'm Jamaican. Love Jamaica. Love certain Jamaican food. Love Jamaican drinks. Give me any punch, whatever, rain nephew, all of that kind of thing. But I'm not really a fan of the food. I'm definitely more of an American food kind of girl. Yeah, what else? Yeah, I'm not really a Jamaican girl. Okay. But yeah, I think my makeup is done. I'm going to do my lips. I've just lost my eyebrow pencil, and that's what I'm going to use for my lip liner, because I've lost my lip liner. I don't even know what my makeup is. Looking crazy. It's looking crazy right now. There's so much lights on. It's looking really crazy, but I promise you in real life it looks so much better. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I've been a natural girl for about 12 years. We used to relax our hair before this. So yeah, just before I met my ex-husband, I cut all my hair off. And so yeah, and I'm about to go to straight natural, because with the neuralgia, I struggle to put my hair up often, put my hair in a bobble, really struggle with it. So next week I'm scheduled to go to my cousin's salon. She's the best. Shout out to Lavina and Lavish Hair, to get a keratin treatment, and I'm going bob length with my natural hair. I'm not even going bob. I'm going super bob. I cannot wait. I'm literally excited. So yeah, I'm going super bob with my hair next week, because I'm over it. But yeah, and then so with that in mind as well, I'm not also against my girls going straight natural. I don't know if I'd relax, but I probably would keratin treatment their hair, especially Soraya, whose hair is a disaster, which you'll see later, because I'm going to do her hair tonight after school. Wash and twist her hair, so I've already planned to film that. But yeah, so over natural life, it's too expensive, and like I said, from a physicality issue, I just cannot maintain it anymore. My natural hair is quite thin when straightened, and I think that's another reason why I want to cut it off as well. It needs a break. It needs a real good cut. Some of these ends need going, and so yeah, I just want to give it the opportunity to grow back and to thrive. So right, I'm gonna finish getting myself ready, because I'm sure that it's nearly time for me to go, but when I come back, I'll show you what I'm wearing. Hey guys, so glam is done, hair is on. Also, can we peep that my bed is spread? Anyway, I'm waiting to hear back from my mum to find out how far she is. She doesn't live far from me, and where we're going for the wedding isn't far either, but I don't want to put on my dress. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to put my clothes on until I know like my mum's just left the house, because it will only take me 10 minutes. I think I'm going to wear these earrings. Oh my God, I'm going to try to stick it in my ear. how beautiful. They're from Zara with an orange French Connection dress. Let me show you. No, the straightener's still on. So it's this. Now, I know you're thinking, this isn't really wedding-y. However, I'm only going to the ceremony. I'm not going to the reception part of it. Because of my kids, I'm assuming. Because I think, anyway. So, I didn't want to go like over the top. It's kind of off shoulder with the jewellery and everything. I think it will look quite cute. It's also quite cold. I don't want to be... I'm just kind of recovering from this cold sickness cough thing. So I don't want to sort of like be outside with, you know, no layers on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to wear. So when I put it on, I'll give you guys a sneak peek. And then, yeah, I may even get my mum in the car too. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying this hair now. I'm really getting used to it. I even ran my brush straightness through it a bit as well, because I think as the weeks are going on, it's becoming more a bit like my hair. I hope that it will work quite well when I cut my hair as well, so we'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm loving it. Right, just had to hunt down my mum. I'm dressed. It starts at 2 and it's not an actual wedding, so we're not waiting for a bride to turn up, do you know what I mean? So anyway, thankfully it's not too far from my house. But let me show you my dress. The kids' mirrors are terrible, but this is what it is. This is the up close. So yeah, just I'm actually sweating in it already. Earrings, wearing these green, check the clothes on the floor. Wearing these green Zara kitten heels that I got from TK Maxx, as they kind of go with my earrings, which made it easy. I didn't want to really wear a big heel either. So, yeah, this is the look. Dress that one of my girls gave me, which is really cute. Yeah, nice and warm, a bit of a split. So yeah, I'll see you in the car. So guys, we're in the car. That's my mom's. We are on the way. We were just saying that we hope that they're on time. Hopefully, because I was just saying it's not that a wedding or a marriage or vow renewal isn't important, because it is, of course. But like, I wonder if she's actually going to be in a full wedding dress, do you know what I mean? Or just something, a nice white dress or something. Have I ever been to a renewal? I don't think I've ever been to a vow renewal before, actually. So this will be quite nice. But we're basically pretty much there now. So thanks guys for watching today's video. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you'd like to know about me, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.